All right, guys, here we go. We're going to talk about our triangle angle addition postulate, which pretty much everybody already knows that if you add up the angles of the triangle, it's 180 degrees. So I'm going to have you build a triangle, any size triangle like this, and measure all the angles as we see here, and go and add them up, and it will always equal 180 degrees, regardless of how I reshape the triangle, regardless of what kind of triangle is formed. The sum of the angles is always 180 degrees, as you can see. Okay? So, and then we had a proof of that, which I want you to outline as well. So, in the next sketch here, what you have is you have a segment and another segment which is parallel, and we'll have to show you how to construct that, and we'll do that in a minute. But this was the outline of the proof. Okay, so we understand that what we have are some alternate interior angles. This angle up here, angle DBA, and angle BAC are alternate interior, and therefore they're equal. Likewise, this angle here at EBC and BCA, they're alternate interior, and they're also equal. And so what we know is that the sum of the three angles up top here comprise a straight angle of 180 degrees, and then by a substitution, we could show that the sum of the three angles of the triangle down here is also 180 degrees. So here are the sum of the three angles up at the straight line up here. They're 180 degrees. Then we had the alternate interiors, which showed the DBA and CAB were equal, and that CBE and BCA were equal. Okay, and then by a substitution, we also find that these are equal, so that any way in which we alter this triangle, we always get 180 degrees. Okay, and then lastly, the other sketch we want to do is we want to create this exterior angle, this extension here, and we want to show that the measure of the exterior angle, that is in this case angle CDA, okay, CDA, which is at this point 133, is equal to the sum of the two interior angles at C and at B, which is shown here. Okay, so I'll just run through for you very quickly how we can set this up, particularly this setting up the parallel. So this one, I trust anyone can construct a triangle and measure each of the angles and show that it's 180. That should be no problem. That should be sketch number. That should actually be the first sketch that you do. Then on another document, we're going to create this, which is the theorem. Okay, so I'm going to focus on that and show you that with a. I'm going to just put another page on here and show you what to do with that. Okay, so I'm going to add a page and show you what to do with that. So here's the approach to that. Just draw any line, okay, and then put a point that's not on the line up here, let's say, okay. Then select the point, select the line, and then construct a parallel. This time, a parallel, okay. Now put a couple points on. We actually don't need to put a couple points. We'll just leave it at that, okay. And then we'll come and we'll draw the triangle here, okay. We'll draw the triangle with these segments going from this down to here somewhere, and then likewise down to here. Now here's a nice way to measure these angles is with this pointer tool, okay, because if you use that pointer tool, you can just pull out and show the angle. Now because this is angle down here is alternate interior to it, you should be able to pull it out just like that. I got that slash mark, which I'll do once. I'll just Control Z, and that shows that they are congruent because they got the single marker going from. Now I'm going to pull this out and kind of try to get a double. If I click and then click again, I get that double mark. Now I'm going to try to match that up here, and again I got that little line mark, which I didn't want, but I can Control Z. So there, that might take a little practice. Now I also have this interior angle here of the triangle, which again I'm just going to pull, point at the vertex, pull it out, click it, and for as many times as you click, it puts the little curls on there. Now, to measure the angles, really, it's easy because all I got to do is point to them, okay? When I point to the angle and highlight it, I can then measure it, and it saves me from having to outline all that. Now, this point C is actually up here, so I'm going to drag that, maybe push that out of the way a little bit, okay? And you can see how we can change that. Now we know that this angle down here is alternate interior, should have the same measure, okay? So here we go. We'll measure that, and as we are seeing, it has the same measure. And we go around and measure all the angles that way, okay? So that we end up with this statement here, the statement of that proves that the sum of the angles of the triangle is 180. Okay, so that's what we want to do for our sketches there. Let's talk about creating this extension right here and how we do that. That's not a big deal either. Let's just show you how we do that. Okay, so again, I'm just going to put another page onto this. Okay, just going to add a page here and a blank page, and again I'm just going to construct any triangle, and basically the exterior angle is extending one side of the triangle with a ray, and that's what I'll do. I'll use a ray to extend one side of the triangle, okay, and then I'll put a point on that ray. Okay, and then I'll put a segment over top and hide that ray. Okay, so I'll take that out to there, and then I'll select this ray here and hide it. Okay, take back to that. All right, well, let's try that again. Let's try the segment here. We've got that point, so I can come out there and then come out. Then do the ray as well. Okay, the ray out. Sorry. Draw that ray from here out to there. Okay, and then draw the segment. Draw the segment over top out to here. Okay, now there's my dotted line. That's my exterior angle there. So now I can hide this. Okay. And then this angle, like I said, this angle, again, you can just pull on this from here. Maybe I didn't want all those marks, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, and I can measure that right now. Measure that. Once it's highlighted, just point to it and highlight it and measure it. Point to it, highlight it, and measure it. And there it is, okay? And what we should be able to see is, of course, if we now measure the two remote interiors, and take their measurement, and sure enough, we should be able to show that these two add to that. So we go to our number, calculate this plus this other angle will always equal that third angle right there. And so it does, right? Okay, that exterior angle, the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles every time. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so that's the exercises you want to do now.